As a woman, dealing with a man who knows his worth is literally like the most like humbling experience ever, because he will literally cut your ass off. Like, he'll let you slide on a couple of crazy things, but like that final one, your ass is cut. And that shit is so heartbreaking, because it's like when a nigga mess up, you like, boy, you will never hit this again. But when you mess up, and you really gotta accept the fact that you messed up and that you will never hit that again, that is very humbling, okay? It's very heartbreaking. It's something very hard to come to terms with. Like, but yeah, I messed that up? Oh no. The accountability really starts to kick in, and it feels a lot like shame. But they always come back, so just make sure next time you don't act crazy, okay? Because I'm not gonna act crazy when.
If a man understands his value, he doesn't circle back without a reason. And if he does, it's because he sees something worth a second look, not because he lacks options. That decision is intentional, not emotional. He's choosing, not chasing.
Okay, and then I hate a man who know they worth, because that just is aggravating.
Ladies, don't kill me for this, but women hate for a man to know his worth. We don't like that shit. Nigga come around thinking he know his worth. Oh, he too good for this, he too good for that. A man that know his worth ain't gonna let us play with him. And I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that. Nigga, I need you to come around not knowing shit.
I don't like men who like know their worth. Like, I hate y'all. I hate men who know their worth. They be like, I don't gotta deal with girl shit.
As a woman, dealing with a man who knows his worth is literally like the most like humbling experience ever, because he will literally cut your ass off.
Society's always telling women, know your worth, know your worth, know your worth. But we act like men aren't supposed to know their worth. And people take issue when a man knows his worth.
Sounds like they want a man that can control, use, and abuse. Claim they're strong and independent while depending on a simp to pay their bills. Fellas, continue to better yourself and stay away from females like this.
Some people move through relationships looking to control outcomes instead of building anything real. Growth requires accountability, and not everyone is interested in that. It's easier to manipulate than to improve. And over time, that approach exposes itself.
Toxic woman doesn't love you.
Yeah.
She falls in love with your lack of boundaries. She prays for a man who is weak, compliant, and afraid to speak his mind. Why? Because a man who constantly bends over backwards is the easiest to break. But a woman who genuinely wants to build a legacy with you doesn't want a fan. She wants a leader. She craves a man with his own opinion and his own direction. If she pushes you, she is testing your frame to see if you will crumble. Because if she can manipulate you, she subconsciously knows you cannot protect her. Never forget, if she hates your boundaries, it's only because she benefited from you having none. She cannot feel safe with a man she can control. It goes against her nature. She needs to know that when the world gets heavy, you are solid enough to lean on. She wants a partner she can look up to, not a puppet she has to look down on.
If setting boundaries causes someone to walk away, then their interest was conditional from the start. Respect isn't tested when things are easy. It shows up when they're not. When someone resists your boundaries, it usually means they were benefiting from you not having any. That's not compatibility, that's convenience.
Men, let's talk about one of the most dangerous traps a narcissistic person could set for you. It's not the name calling, it's not the guilt trips, it's the trap of making your reaction look like the real problem. Here's how it plays out. She pokes, she mocks, she questions your worth as a man. She just chips away at your calm until you finally snap. Maybe you raise your voice, maybe you shut down, maybe you slam the door, and then instantly she flips it. Instantly. Now you're the aggressor. You're the unstable one. That's not by accident. It's a tactic called reactive abuse. She manufactures chaos, then hides behind your reaction to rewrite the story. I've seen really good men fall for this over and over again, believing that they're the problem, when the truth is, you were pushed past your limit. You're not crazy. If this hits home, please hear me clearly. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You have been manipulated. What matters now is breaking the cycle and learning how to respond without losing yourself. DM me the word narcissist to book a call with us. And finally take back control. Protect your peace and live free from all these games.
There's a noticeable shift now. Men aren't engaging the same way they used to, and that's creating tension. It's not confusion, it's adjustment. And not everyone is comfortable with that change.
You know what actually matters in a relationship? It's not the roses, it's not the dinners, it's not the vacations, it's not the good morning texts with the heart emojis. It's how this man acts when he's pissed at you. And I mean mad, okay? Because any clown in town can be Prince Charming when the vibes are good and the sun is out. Planning a date, girl. Even the guys who cheat weekly know how to book a dinner reservation. It's called open table. But what this man does when he doesn't get his way, when he feels insecure, when he's mad, does he shut down and hit you with that silent treatment like a middle school mean girl? Or does he twist your words and flip them around and flip the script so now you're the one apologizing because he's throwing a tantrum? Or does he, brace yourself, actually communicate like an adult? Conflict is the audition for forever because it's all a scam. We're taught to look for charm, but guess what? Charm isn't character. Charm is sales. And conflict, that is the fine print of a relationship. Girl, if he's punishing you every time he gets uncomfortable, that is not boyfriend material. That is not husband material. That is an emotional toddler with an iPhone. You want a man who respects you, especially when he's mad at you. Not the one who tries to win the fight. You want the one that tries to fix it, not punish you for having feelings. So the next time you guys get into it, don't get caught up on the words. Look at the delivery. Look at the behavior. That's where the truth is.
Respect isn't one-sided, especially during conflict. If it's expected, it has to be given. When that balance isn't there, the outcome usually follows. And once patterns repeat, decisions become easier to make.
Women are afraid of men that know their worth, because if a man knows his worth, he'll call you out on you not knowing yours. Can you manipulate men that know their worth? No. At the end of the day, most people should ask themselves the inverse question if they want to learn about themselves. Why don't I want a man that knows his worth? Why don't I want love? Why don't I want to win? What comes up to the surface? That's the basis by which you investigate yourself. And so what I've actually noticed is that women don't want men that know their worth because they will challenge yours. And let's be honest, how many women have went out of their way to know what they're worth and to really connect to it?
Control only works when the other person allows it. When that control disappears, the dynamic changes. What once felt stable can quickly feel uncertain. And that's when true intentions tend to surface.
The way a woman treats and speaks to you says everything about how she truly feels about you. Anger is never an excuse to insult you, offend you, or walk all over you. When emotions run high, the truth always leaks out. And in those moments, she's showing you what's been sitting underneath the surface all along. That's not just anger. That's resentment and despise. Anyone can get upset. Anyone can raise their voice. That's human nature. But when someone loves you, truly loves you, they protect you even when you're mad. They might argue, they might disagree, but they won't try to hurt you. Love has boundaries, and respect is the line that love never crosses. A woman who loves you knows her words carry power. She knows they can either build you up or break you down. And if she chooses to use them as weapons, that's not love. That's emotional violence. You do not destroy somebody you value. You don't humiliate somebody you respect. What people say in anger is often what they've been thinking in silence. That's why you have to pay close attention to the words that are spoken. A woman who constantly cuts you down, mocks you, makes you feel small when she's upset. She's showing you that she doesn't see you as her equal. She sees you as somebody to try to control or dominate. But the woman who pauses before she speaks, who chooses grace even when she's frustrated, that's a woman who's safe to build with because she knows that words can't be taken back. She understands that love without respect turns toxic really fast. So pay close attention to how she talks to you, not when things are good, but when things are tense. That's where the truth hides. The way she speaks to you when she's angry reveals the kind of love she actually has for you. And if her words become weapons, she's already told you everything you need to know.
Patterns in behavior tend to reveal more than words ever will. When someone shows you how they handle conflict, believe it. Explanations after the fact don't erase the impact. Consistency matters more than apologies. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.